the zoom button, top middle, zoom 9. What, look, I love that button. It sounds like a perfume or something. Like love potion number 9 is zoom 9. Zoom 9. Does everybody look like that?
No.
All right.
No, mine doesn't look like anything. That's blank. Blank is a blank to me.
Oh, thank you. So I'm going to go stat edit. I typed in 6 instead of 60. So I'm going to come here and type in 60. And now let me do zoom 9. Does that look better?
We have nothing. Like mine's blank.
Okay, we'll figure out how to fix it. Super easy.
You need a 55 in between your 60 and...
Did I screw something else up? Okay, let me go look at my numbers.
Here, I'll read the numbers off. 55, 55, 55, 70, 55, 60, 55, 65, 60, 75.
Okay, read the other ones off to me. Hold on, I gotta get back up to the top. 3,
3.0, 3.3, 3.4, 3.5, 4.1, 4.3, 4.7, 4.9, 5.1, 6.1.
Okay, so I should have those good now. So now when I do zoom 9,
Yeah, that's,
woo!
Mine's blank.
Okay, I'll fix it. Okay, if yours doesn't look like mine, here's what you need to do. You need to go second Y, second and then Y equals, and then hit enter.
Okay, now it says on. Yeah.
Second and then Y equals and hit enter. Go down. Mine is on that first one. The one with the dots. Let me just show you. If yours was on like the third one, and let me do zoom 9.
Mine's on the black. Mine's on
See,
the black.
you can make a histogram.
Was it orange? Is it turned on?
And if I go back to stat plot, and I chose,
This is off. Oh.
I can make a
That-
box and whisker plot. So it's taking my data. She screwed up, Mariana.
Okay,
So I'm going to go
that's
into
better. Okay.
second Y equals, and you want your type to be the scatter plot, which is the very first one. So now when you do zoom 9, you should have what I have. So what the calculator just did, y'all, is it took our X and Y and it plotted the point 55, 4.1, 60, 4.3. So this is these points on a graph. It plotted them for us. Go with me? Is everybody seeing it now? You guys seeing it? Okay. Error means that your two, your X and your Y, your L1 and your L2 are not the same length. Which means that you, so hit stat edit. And if you come down to the bottom, see how this is longer than this? Which means you left a number out somewhere or you added a number. See, okay, what I just saw happen to both of them. If they are in stat edit and they were typing in their numbers, let me show you down here. See how this one column is longer than this column? Well, it's plotting your points. So in order to plot a point, you have to have an X and a Y. So when it goes and tries to plot your points, it's going to get to that last point and say, dude, I can't do it because I don't have two numbers. So when you go to do zoom 9, oops, I hit the zoom 9, it's saying I have a mismatch error because I don't have pairs, so I can't plot them. That's what it's fussing about. So that told me I need to go back into stat edit and let me look up and make sure that everybody has a partner, because I can't dance, because if I'm fighting with my husband, we got to have two things. So that last number doesn't have a partner, so I need to go back and look at all my data, and either he needs a partner or I put in one too many. Does that make sense? So now when I do Zoom 9, my things have to be of equal lengths. So now when I do Zoom 9, there I am. Are we good? Now, question number 1 on my sheet says, view the scatter plot. And this is what's going to happen, y'all, on your homework. Sometimes your homework is going to say, all I want to see is the scatter plot. So if all they want to see is the scatter plot, you're done. You germexed, you put in your data, you saw the scatter plot, that's all they want. This is my scatter plot. So you didn't have to do 400 steps. If the homework problem says view the scatter plot, that's all you got to do. Now, part B of this problem, part B says find the line of best fit. Find the line of best fit. Oops, yeah, find the line of best fit. Now, remember on the last test, y'all did stat edit. You put in your data. Well, now we're just putting in the data and we're looking at it. Y'all, when you go on a date, you clean yourself, then you look in the mirror, and then you work it out. Okay? So, we just cleaned it, we just looked at it, and now we're ready to work it out. So how do you work it out on the calculator? Stat, calc. So we're going to do stat over to calc. Now, on the last test, we did one bar stats because we only knew how to do beta math. We now are doing linear regression. Linear regression, number 4. Number 4, linear regression. Number 4. Now, on my calculator, I have to hit enter, 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 enter. Now, this calculator is so stinking awesome. This is where the A should go. This is where the B should go. So, it tells me that your equation should be y equals ax plus b, and it says plug A in and plug B in. So my equation is y equals 0.0789x minus 0.53597 blah, blah, blah. There's your answer. So when I did stat calc, linear regression is the one I chose. Because it even has a little equation right there that matches what they're telling me to find. Now, part C says, find the correlation coefficient. What do we call the correlation coefficient?
I got a question. That B has a negative beside it, so will we do that matter?
This right here was negative, so I put that negative.
Okay. So it doesn't matter if you don't add the extra negatives, I just say minus.
Because this was positive, like if the B was positive, I would make it positive. If the B's negative, I would make it negative.
Okay.
Now, part C says find the correlation coefficient. What's another name for correlation coefficient?
R.
R. Look right here. There's your R. My R is 0.587. Is it medium, strong, or weak?
Medium.
Medium. Is it positive or negative?
Positive.
We'll finish this one up next time. Don't freak out on me. I promise you, I will get you through this. You are almost done with an entire problem. Almost done with an entire problem. Well, when y'all just shut the doodity?